What's up, world? So I decided to make this video after my dad contacted me and said that there was somebody who he knew that was considering joining the Air Force and was looking for some advice after he had told him that his son, this guy, was in the military. I thought about that for a while and was trying to figure out what could I offer someone that you can't just go Google or go to YouTube. I want to give this person something different that I wish that I would have thought about or knew prior to joining. And I came down with this list after consulting some other friends of mine that I think are 3 solid tips and advice, and they relate to business, which is what I majored in. Probably the biggest tip or the biggest thing that I could say is align yourself with a mentor or several mentors in different areas and skills and build your network of people around you. That's valuable. That's a business concept that can help take you far, both inside of the service and outside of the service as well. There's countless number of times that I've talked to people who were mentors, and one of the common things that they shared is a lot of their opportunities came from people who they knew. Whether they were the best in their career field or their area or not is irrelevant. It's all about knowing people and understanding the influence and things that they can have on you. The second tip that I would give is to join having a specific goal in mind. And what I mean by that is this: you have a contract that you have to do, whether it's 4, 6 years, or whatever it is that they're offering now. If you want to join to be the frontline guy, there's smaller combat roles that the Air Force offers that is different than what the Army has and what the Marine has. The Air Force job is to fly, fight, and win, basically. On the enlisted side of it, there isn't a chance to be a pilot, but there are enlisted aviator jobs, which I was an enlisted aviator, and my goal wasn't really anything specific other than I wanted to travel. So I picked a job that gave me the opportunity to see more than 20 different countries, experience different cultures and customs and things like that, and I loved it. However, take the flip side of that. My job when I was enlisted was an in-flight refueler, or we're commonly called boom operators. I didn't even know prior to having that job offered to me that we could refuel airplanes in the air. I think it's a lot more known now with the commercials and things like that, but YouTube wasn't as popping as it was back then like how it is now. Just the access to knowledge now is way more valuable. But if I were to have had a specific goal outside of just wanting to travel, make sure that you pick a job, if you have the opportunity to pick a job that will allow you to travel. Or if you want to get into cybersecurity or finance, human resources, air traffic controller. These are jobs that the demand for them is high. The technical requirements for it, they're high, but they're also needed as well. And if you can get training in it, basically be trained to do those jobs, then once your time is up, whether it's 4 years, 6 years, or 10, 20 plus, you can get out and have yourself built for success and wealth. The third thing that I'll probably offer you is this: understand the psychology, the organizational psychology on every level that you're at, whether that's basic training, tech school where you're learning your job, your first duty station, or any place that you're TDY. There's business things and things that you'll learn in leadership classes that focus around understanding influence and power. Know where the influence lies, know where the power lies, and understand where you fall into that so that you can get what you want out of being in the Air Force, as well as serve your country and things like that. I'm not going to talk about values or what motivates you. Money motivated me to pick my job because out of the 3 that they offered me, it had the highest bonus. I had an $8,000 enlistment bonus to sign up for 6 years. And I think it was $2,000 if you did 4. So for me, it's like, I get an extra $6,000 for an additional 2 years. Sold. And, my job had its pros and cons. Like every career is going to have its pros and cons. There's other things to consider if you have a family versus if you're coming in single. These are things that we can talk about in the comments. If you have any questions or whatnot, ask them down below and I'll try to address them or point you towards a resource or something that can more better answer it for you. All right. Have a good one.